This is getting out of hand. I saw a video today, someone complaining about a statistic they saw. And that statistic was from the state of New York, stating that, and I quote, 98% of COVID 19 deaths are either elderly or sick people. This person complained that this meant the sick and the elderly must be quarantined in their living spaces so as not to infect other people, but to also protect the sick and the elderly from death by COVID 19. Let's break down why that's horrendously retarded. First, let's go over that quote again. 98% of COVID 19 deaths are of elderly and sick. It didn't say 98% of COVID 19 patients die. It just said of the ones that die, 98% are either sick or elderly. Guess what, stupid? 98% of death every day around the world is because someone is either elderly or sick. Now that other 2% is weird shit, like a perfectly healthy person getting hit by a car and they die, or getting shot. But 98% of all death every day around the world is because someone's either old or they're very sickly. COVID 19 is not special in this case. And so this passionate individual took it upon themselves to espouse that because so many old and sick people die of COVID 19, they need to be quarantined and not allowed out of their houses. Because God forbid they might catch something that kills them. This person is literally touting that people should be locked away in their homes so they don't die. Completely overlooking the fact that old people die. It's a fact of life. It doesn't matter how it happens, it will happen. We're all going to die sometime. And so this person's own fear of mortality has caused him to decide people should lose all their rights and freedoms so that he doesn't have to face the notion of mortality. Don't get me wrong, when a loved one dies, it sucks because you are, emotionally bonded to that person in some way. And when that bond is shattered, it's traumatic. You can't get away from that. So I'm not discounting the pain that is in the death of someone. But the fact that you think locking people in their home is going to stop them from dying is completely insane. And if you are enough of a shitlord to sit there and say, well, I just don't want them to die from COVID 19, guess what? It doesn't matter what they die from or when they die, it will be inconvenient to you if they are an important part of your life. You cannot escape that. And so, yes, 98% of death by COVID 19 is the sick and elderly. Just like 98% of death overall every day around the world is the sick and the elderly. So I suggest you stop taking their word for it and actually stop, pick apart the words, and realize the reality of them. Because if you too are someone who puts your emotional bond to other human beings ahead of blatant reality, i.e., I'm afraid of them dying, so let's take away all their rights so they can't. You are an evil piece of shit, and I hope there is a hell for you to burn in.